Did you know setting personal boundaries is a skill that actually involves practice? Even people who aren't dependent on substances feel real anxiety asserting their needs, desires, and feelings to others. I'm David Fields, Director of the Preserve in Citra, Florida, and today we're talking about boundaries and codependent behaviors. Personal boundaries typically fade during substance use. People behave in ways they never thought they'd behave and do things they never thought they'd do. Active addiction implies an unhealthy relationship with a substance, but it also exposes dysfunction in relationships. So how do we begin to rebuild our relationships? First, learn how to say no. No isn't a bad word, but it gets a bad rap since you might only associate it with substance use experiences, like refusing the people who wanted you to get help or avoiding those who interfered with your daily substance use. Eventually, you associate no with the fear of displeasing others. Imagine trying to figure out how to say no when you're 8 weeks sober and your partner, who you used to use drugs with, is pursuing you for child support payments. Setting and maintaining boundaries is complicated because relationships are complex, not simple. You're obligated to manage your responsibilities such as child support payments, but what do you do when that complicates your recovery? How do you maintain a boundary with someone who triggers you to relapse, who you also have to see regularly? This is an example of why boundaries are an essential part of recovery. Second, create and sustain a boundary maintenance plan. The moment you set a boundary, someone will cross it. A maintenance plan includes identifying triggers, obstacles, and designing an appropriate response. Practice boundary statements like, I'll cooperate with my child support payments and parenting, but please only contact me through text, planned phone calls, or a social worker. You can't just show up at my house. I can meet you in a public place. Third, learn when to say yes. Substance use wears you down with shame and isolation, making new and different experiences hard to approach. But saying yes opens doors and even expresses gratitude to those around you. Consider how accepting an offer of help with a yes diffuses the usual tug-of-war, relaxes people instead of infuriating them, and allows you the sensation of self-worth. Fourth, manage codependent relationships. Breaking the habit of addiction is in part breaking free of the idea that you have nothing to offer others. Remarkably, using simple language and reflective listening with your parents, siblings, spouse, and friends balances relationships and empowers you to manage these relationships appropriately. If you've never worked on boundaries before, start with your personal Bill of Rights. Make a list of your personal values and traits that make a relationship feel safe and healthy to you. This will create the foundation needed to begin a healthy journey through your recovery. If you want to learn more about boundaries in recovery, connect with me by sending an email to learning@phoenixhouse.org. Thanks for watching today, and now you know.